Sai Ram children, ready for the next lesson, next chapter of active English? Okay, so now we will do today chapter number 13. Okay, now in this exercise, in this chapter, what we are going to do? Now you are already aware of these tenses, right? You know what is past tense? The activity is over. Present tense means the activity is going on, and then future tense means the activity will take place, right? So you are very much aware of these three tenses. But one more word is added here. Past participle. Now what is that? Okay, so that is what we are going to learn today, and we are also going to use it. Now how? That we'll see in this lesson. Now what is past participle? It indicates, means it tells that a action is completed. It indicates a completed action. It is formed from the past tense of a verb. Okay, it is not any more tense, extra tense. There are only three tense, but it is formed, past participle, it is formed from the past tense of a verb. Okay, means what? The action is already over. When the action is already over, that is long back, not just now. Okay, when the action is over long back, right? In previous chapter we learned the activity happened just now, so we just use the past tense there. But here, when the action, the activity is already over, okay, long back, so what happened? We use the past participle of the past tense, and it mostly, not always, okay, it mostly ends with ed at the end. Okay, finish, finished, right? So in this way you will get it, but not always. Fine. Usually same, it is usually same as the past tense of the verb. Okay, so finished, finished, it will be same, but not always. Okay, and why it is used then? Because we already have past tense, but it is used to form the perfect form of tenses. That means when the activity is over long back, it is completed, the action is done, over. That time we use this past participle. Now you will know this, you will learn more about this when you will go in your higher classes. Okay, still then just keep this in mind, that it tells that the activity has happened long back. It has completed, the action is completed long back. Okay, then these three words, had, has, have, again they are used here along with the past participle, okay, along with the past participle, okay, to create the perfect form of any given verb. So past participle is used with these verbs, which are they? Had, has, have, to create the present or the past perfect tense. So in today's lesson we'll learn to use this verb. We are going to use past participle with the help of these three. Okay, and we are going to create a past perfect, perfect past. So ready to go? Okay, now here is your question. Answer the questions using already. So we have to use this word in our answer. Okay, and the words in brackets. So if you'll check your book, okay, you can see the question here, right? And answer the question. You have to answer it by using the word already, and also using the word which is given in the brackets. So are you ready for that? Yes? Okay, so let's see. Here, the question is, when will you begin the book? And in bracket it is written yesterday. Okay, now this word yesterday, okay, this word yesterday, again what it tells us? That the action is completed. And when it completed? Just now? No. Yesterday means long back. So the words which are given in the bracket, they tell us that the activity is taken long back. So we are going to use here past participle. Now how? Let's see in the answer. I have already begun it. Okay, so what we have done here? What we were told to do? We were told to use the word already. So we have used here I have. Okay, I have. We always use have in front of I. So I have already begun it. Now you can see the change. Can you see? We have begin here and it has changed into begin. Now what is begin here? Yes, have already begun it. That means it is the, yes, past participle. It began. I began it yesterday. So the word began is the past tense actually. Okay, begin, began. But when we have the, we have to use the past participle, you will get begun. Okay, so I have already begun it. I began it yesterday. So what you will do? While writing, you have to form two sentences. While writing the answers, you will have to form two sentences. Here, two sentences here. So in the first, you will use already and the past participle of the verb. Okay. So I have already begun it. And then when you are using this, writing the second sentence, I began it yesterday. Okay, so yesterday you will be using in the second sentence, and in the second sentence you are going to use the past tense of the verb which is given in the question. Okay, so what we have done here? I have already begun it. Already is the word which we are supposed to use in the sentence. So we will use the word already in the first sentence and the word in the bracket in the second sentence. First sentence will have the past participle and the second sentence will have the past tense. Followed till here? Okay. Now let's move ahead. Now the second one. When will she buy the dress? Yesterday. Okay, it is given in the bracket. So our answer will be she has already bought it. Buy will change into bought. Okay, she bought it yesterday. So what it is? Buy changed into bought, isn't it? And here you can see that the past tense and past participle of buy is same. Okay, so usually you will have the same, but there are some verbs where the past participles are little different. Okay, so what is the answer? She has already bought it. She bought it yesterday. Next. When will Mr. Shah wash the clothes? This morning. So our answer will be he has already washed them. Okay, what we have used here? Yes. Now you can see we have used he. Okay, and we have not used Mr. Shah. So instead of Mr. Shah, we have used the pronoun for Mr. Shah, that is he. Right? So he has, we have already added here already, washed, ed, right? Them, he has washed them this morning. So here you can see that washed and washed. Again it is the same past participle and the past tense is same for washed. So our answer is he has already washed them. He has washed them this morning. Followed? Next. When will Mr. Das go to Kolkata? This morning. So the answer will be he. Again for Mr. Das, we have used the pronoun he. He has already gone to Kolkata. He went there this morning. Again you can see, okay, here go has become gone, right? But actually the past tense is went. But the past participle will be gone. Again they are different. Okay, they are irregular here. They are different. They are not same. So, what has happened? He has already gone to Kolkata. We have used the past participle first in the first sentence and the second past tense. He went there this morning. When will the men paint the house? Last week. So answer will be, they have already painted the house. They painted it last week. So our past participle and the past tense is same here. Right? They have already painted the house. They painted it last week. When will he sell the house? Last month. He has already sold the house. He sold it last month. Again same. Past participle and past tense is same here. So sell has changed into sold. And the past participle is also sold. He has already sold the house. He sold it last month. When will Maya finish the book? Last night. She has, okay, Maya is a female gender, so we have used the pronoun she. She has already finished the book. She finished it last night. Okay, again here past participle and the past tense are same. When will Raj do his homework? This afternoon. So, he has already done his homework. He did it this afternoon. So, now what has happened? Yes, the past tense of do is did. But the past participle is done. Already done. So, he has already done his homework. He did it this afternoon. Clear? Okay. Now the ninth one. When will Mrs Rao mend the shirt? Last night. Okay. So, she has already mended it. She mended it last night. So, again, here we can see that we have our past participle and our past tense are same. Mend, mended. 10th one now. When will the lesson begin? At 9 o'clock. The lesson has already begun. It began at 9 o'clock. So you remember the first sentence which we have done? Okay. So again they are different, isn't it? The past participle and past tense are different of begin. So begin is the verb. Past tense is began, right? But the past participle is begin. Followed? Okay. So in this way we are going to use the past participle, which are usually same, but there are few verbs where they are different from their past tense. Followed? Okay. Now we'll move ahead to our next question. That is very interesting and easy too. Okay. Now before we start, there are, you can see these two words. What are they? Often and never. Now what they mean? Okay. Now here the word often means many times. Okay. Often means always, many times. And never means not at all. Okay. That means not at all. So you should know the meaning of these two when you are writing the next exercise, when we are doing our next exercise. So what is often? Many times, always. Okay. And then never means never, not at all. Followed here? Okay. Now let's solve the exercises using these two words. Answer the questions. Answer the question. Use yes, I have often, or no, I have never. So when the question will be given, we have to answer by using either of these two. Okay, we'll either use yes, I have often, or we'll use no, I have never. Any of these one, we are going to use it. Now let's see how. Have you ever been on a bus? So that is the question asked. Have you ever been on a bus? And you can see in the bracket, they are given us the word yes. So we have to use that word in our answer. Okay. So what we'll do? Yes, it is said. So we are going to use yes, I have often. So whenever yes is there, we will use often. Okay. So yes, I have often been on a bus. Yes. Okay. And then we have added here, comma, I have often been on a bus. Okay. So when yes is given, you will use yes, I have often. Okay. Now let's see the next one. Have you ever been to England? No. Okay. Now here you can see they have given us no. So we will be using that no in our answer. So our answer will be no, comma, I have never been to England. Okay. Have you ever been to England? No. So our answer will be no, I have never been to England. So whatever instruction is given in bracket, that we are going to follow while writing the answer. Okay? Fine. Third one. Have you ever been on a train? Yes. So what you are going to use here in answer? Yes, right? So it will be yes, I have often been on a train. So we have used this yes which is given here. Yes. And then we have put a comma there. I have often been on a train. Okay. So even if you have not been on a train, you have to write yes only here. Why? Because it is mentioned in the bracket. And that only you have to use. You cannot use here no. Followed? Fourth one. Have you ever been in an aeroplane? No. Now even if you have been, you have to write here no only. Why? Because it is given there in the question, right? The instruction is given. We have to use this bracket word also. So if it is no, we have to use no only in the answer. So answer will be no, I have never been in an aeroplane. No, I have never been in an aeroplane. Follow? Next. Have you ever seen an aeroplane? Yes. So the instruction is yes. So we have to use yes only in the answer. So our answer will be yes, I have often seen an aeroplane. I have often seen an aeroplane. Sixth one. Have you ever seen a lion in the street? No. Okay, so it is said no. So we have to use that only. So our answer will be no, I have never seen a lion in the street. No, I have never seen a lion in the street. Have you ever listened to the radio? Yes. So answer will be yes, I have often listened to the radio. Yes, I have often listened to the radio. Have you ever been to Japan? The answer is no here. It is given in bracket. So our answer will be no, I have never been to Japan. I have never been to Japan. Have you ever bought a book? Yes. Answer is yes, I have often bought a book. Yes, I have often bought a book. Have you ever been to the cinema? Yes. So our answer will be also yes. So it is, yes, I have often been to the cinema. Yes, I have often been to the cinema. Have you ever opened a window? Yes. So we are going to use the word yes in our answer. Yes, I have often opened a window. Yes, I have often opened a window. 12th one. Have you ever watched a play? No. So what we are going to use? Yes or no? In our answer? No. So it will be no, I have never watched a play. No, I have never watched a play. Followed? Okay, so that is the end of our lesson. What we have learned in this chapter? We learned about past participle, right? What they tell us? That the action is completed long back. It is perfectly over, done. Okay? And we also know that the past participle is mostly same as the present tense of a verb. There are few verbs which differ actually. They are not same, but most of them are same. Okay, and then we also learn these two words, never and often. What never means? Not at all, and often means many times or always. Isn't it? Okay, so we'll stop here. Okay, so see you again. Bye.